Well, good afternoon. It's VindaCator here from iPlayMore.com. Quick reminder, subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for a video game test of Thunder. I'm the game designer producer for Thunder Throne Wars. Takes place right here. It was a long flight to take that picture, I tell you. So that's the Milky Way galaxy. You might know this place. You might even live here where it's the sun. Probably. If you're watching this, I'm sure you have. And if you continue down the crane arm, our game takes place in the stellar Jewel Box Nebula NGC 3603. And that looks like this. And so we put our little planet here. This is a star-forming region of space. I saw this and I just went, man, that's where I want our game to take place. It absolutely has to take place here. So put a little planet here. This is planet Nebulous Prime. And as you zoom in, you get to see this landscape here. Now, we've got a lead artist. I'm so excited I can hardly say this. He's painting this. He's actually taking 4 different areas and looked at all of my reference documents and mountains and all that kind of stuff. And he is painting this. So I was kind of hoping not even to show this week, but we still got a ways to go. So it's a process. But anyway, so he's going to make every area unique and different. And he's kind of using Zelda as the Call of the Wild as his. He walked around in that game. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it is. So that's a great inspiration for what we're doing here. So this image kind of shows what happens when you win and lose arenas. You actually win and lose territory. And when it's tied, it becomes neutral. And this was done by a professional map maker. So he said, Trevor kind of mentioned, he said I could make the decision. But he says this is the kind of direction he's going. So that's great. It's very exciting. So. And we're going to have to do some updates to this because our game used to take place across the whole landscape until we realized how freaking big this place is. And so now instead of being here, the brood have been moved up to here. And this is what I'm going to show you today, and that feels right to me. And so we're just going to zoom in on that area a bit, and you can see the pathways, the shrines, and all that kind of stuff. And my cat decided to come up and join me. And so we got this spider all textured. He's not rigged yet or animated yet, but he is in the pit. So I'll go visit him today. I should remember to do that. And we've got the Komodo. Not only do we have the Komodo textured, and so he'll be ready to go in the game this next week, I guess. And so he's not rigged or animated yet. But we've got the Komodo, and we have Kamoto! Kimmoto. It's the first time I said that out loud. When I saw this, I was like, holy crap, that's hilarious. So, yeah, definitely our 3D modeler, our new 3D modeler has a little bit of a sense of humor. So this is Tyler, and he did a great job on this. I don't know where he got the dress from, but that's just freaking hilarious. Anyway, so we've got 2 factions here that battle in our game. So it's the Brood, and it's the Kin. And so our game's going to be better than free-to-play. And if you are wise with your money, I guess you'll invest it into some gear for your character. And it makes the game much easier to play, of course. You're free to use all of this gear as a renter. But as an owner, you can not only use it, but you can sell it for a profit. And that's the premise of the game. Having gamers promote the game because it is a good thing for them. That's the premise there. So Patrico did bail them up. This is the concept. We actually have the model playable in the game now. And then, Zoran is working. Very exciting news. Zoran got his hard drive. So he's going to be able, he's a technical character artist. So he's going to be able to join us in helping us fix some of our texture streaming issues that we have. And that's all stuff above my head, but it's nice to have some guys that know what they're doing. But he's working on Suial, and he already started Tally. And so there's our first 4 characters. That's what Zoran's working on. So we should have that up in the game next couple weeks. And here's a very early first look at Suiel. And I was just doing some editing on our first team meeting, and she's very high poly. Anyways, you can go to our Discord. You can earn mana by being active in our Discord. Make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for a video game test. All right, so let's jump over to Unreal. So this is a live look. This is happening live right now in the game engine. So that's what I'm going to be showing today. We're still prototype stage, and I'm going to be showing you kind of what is happening there. Let's turn my camera on. Wave hello. My cat has restricted my movements here. She's putting her claws in me. Ow. So, yeah, if I scream, that's why. And, all right, so she's using my microphone to pet her face. Anyway, so Henrique has changed the trees that you can't even tell, but basically what's there is a blueprint of the tree. So we're going to test that today. It was so funny yesterday. I banished one of the characters in the pit, and I'm like, what am I supposed to test? I couldn't remember. About 4 hours later, I'm like, oh yeah, the level up trees, duh. Anyways, I guess it's just getting to be a bit much. We've hired about 14 people, and so it's a big thing to get them all involved and sign all their documents and get them into all of our networks, and then get them assignments, and and try to match those assignments to their skill level and stuff like that. So that's always fun. So anyways, let's push Alt-P. I'm just going to put Kitty away. Cats don't seem to understand what live streaming is. There, now I can pull my keyboard back out. All right, so I'm just going to join Kin. Let's do the girls first today. Okay, so there's Telly spawning. And these are just placeholder models right now. We don't have the other girls in. But we do have the female announcements in. Now, supposedly, I'm broadcasting through Restream.io, and supposedly they added Facebook, so I went there and added it, but I don't see it in the list. So I'm not exactly sure if that's working or not. Nice to see somebody from Periscope, because that hasn't worked for the longest time, so Eric from Periscope, hello, if you're still there. After my long-winded intro. Anyways, oh, you know what? Let's change that. So let's just put him in the circle. Circle captures a little slower. But he's still been. Ooh.
Princess of Thunder.
Now, just to iterate what's happening there, why that audio is like that. That's all professional audio that's been mastered. And of course, I'm live here, so my voice is not mastered. But you can see flashing in the bottom right.
Princess of Thunder.
And that reminds me, we still have to do Tally's voice. That was somebody testing for Tally. All right, so something very cool happens here. Let's see if we can figure this out. So I'm going to just change so I know what's going on. So if you push your up arrow, I've got 4 different scepters in my hand here. You can do this with just one. Hold on, 4? Should be 5, right? So I got lightning. I have fire. I have ice. I have storms. And I have the common lightning, so that's 5. And they're not lit up yet because I haven't placed any thrones yet. So in our game, it's basically a first-person shooter on the right arm and an RPG on the left. Just doing a nice big jump here. Okay, so let's just take the character over here. I want to just look at something here, and this is the other reason I picked the girls. So if I look down, I just change to a device here. You can see that it says 777 over 777. I'm going to whip over this fountain. So she's created a stronghold. You can see that the fountain has turned to lava. Whoops. I didn't mean to jump in there. Ah. These are recoil devices. They're pretty powerful. I a little bit overdid that. Trying to get out. So let's try to do this without falling in. So the fountain is turned to lava. You can see the device now is 1221. Actually, let's just jump in. See, now I want to jump in. And look at my device. It should be filling up. Roll my mouse wheel. My shield should be filling up. Oh. Yeah, its shields are filling up. Oh, I'm... Uh-oh. I've clicked off. Okay. So it looks like devices are not filling up on the fountain. So my gameplay programmer is working on our new prototype. I should just talk about that a little bit. So this version of Unreal, we've got a couple problems. One, we've got a texture streaming issue, which is slowing down the performance of the game. It's just, we just didn't have a technical person to tell us why that's happening. And so now when we move to multiplayer, we're going to upgrade to a multiplayer version of the game and then start playing that together instead of me just going here by myself and showing stuff by myself. And it's been a long process. Unreal multiplayer is very complicated. And so now we've got a lead programmer and Casey's working on that. And so my gameplay programmer is helping him. And so all the fixes I said for this week might not be here yet. All right. So you can see there is an enemy on the throne. That's just a placeholder from Paragon for Telly. So if I switch to my claw, which is my base device, and I walk up to her, and I right-click, nothing happens. Oh, it's because she's... Okay, this is close enough. And bye-bye. There we go. I can jump on the throne and capture it. You can see the throne is flashing there. Let's just switch over to Telly here. Oh, so she landed over here after a long flight. Now she can do the claw thing, go back and forth. That was always something we had a lot of fun in the main game. In fact, when the first time we got the claw working, remember how much fun we had.
Queen of Dominations.
All right, so I'm gonna, in this circle I can't capture. That's my, that's, I gotta replace my keyboard. My spacebar's a little oversensitive. So anyways, I'm going to switch characters. So as soon as she leaves that throne, I'll begin to capture. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to switch to a very quick device, which is the Hog. It's got a lot of recoil. So she's going to begin capturing that. I'm just going to use a recoil device to move me really quickly across the map. It's a bit of a race. If I push G, you'll be able to see my character there. In third person. This is a first person game, but we do some third person views.
Empress.
So she's now the Empress. She's created an empire. You can see the crowned throne. If we switch over to the other side here, poor Telly was capturing this, but now this throne is out of play. So I want to show a few things today. So let's do the throne placement thing. So you just push T, you get a throne placement menu. Push D for a lightning throne, and then just fire my left mouse like I normally would. And I've now placed the throne. I don't have to worry about obstacles, so I want a fire throne now. You can also see that my lightning scepter is alive, and I can actually cast lightning, so let's just do that. So I'm going to push F. Now sometimes when you're standing on the throne, you can't see what you do. Oh, there goes the fire one. Anyways, okay. Storms, ice, lightning. And I like to kind of go around. I mean, because I have all scepters. If you didn't, you could just focus on one thing. All right. And you can look up, you can look down. If I wanted to go this way, my throne is now placed. And you can see the energy flowing from my side over to this side. So let's just switch to the other side. This is a little difficult because I'm doing both players on one computer, but that's the only way to show it at the present time. Oh. So the reason that just happened is I'm using a recoil device. So I'm just going to push 1, change it back to my claw, and you can see her crown throne is moving. So you can try to avoid the obstacles, or you can just go right through them. So I've got a choice. Do I want to go over that mountain? Do I want to go around it? All right. So now that we're going to come into range here, Ultimate Throne Wars is declared.
Ultimate
So I confused myself because they now have the wrong scepters. There we go. Now this is all based on score.
the kill.
Empress.
So you can see
The king usurps brood.
I gotta think about that. Is that correct? I didn't capture her throne, but because her crown throne was in the line that I usurped, it's taken over her empire. And I've usurped. You can see that all these thrones are facing that way. Those are the ones I just placed. But I've now taken them over. They were red, now they're blue. Just gonna push. I'm gonna pick up an extra one here. I'm gonna push enter. Enter makes you, gives you the ability to fly. I'm gonna go to this last throne. You can see now it's no longer connected because I've taken it over. So I'm gonna click to my claw again, so I'm not pulled all over the place. I'm gonna push T. I'm gonna place a lightning throne towards their enemy icon.
The kill. Dominations.
So I have taken over the crown throne. Still asking myself if that's correct. I honestly don't know. That's fine. So now I can attack. So those are just the throne powers. The device. You can see that energy icon's being damaged. But let's go back. It always confuses me because it switches. So this throne is going to be out. Yeah. This is the throne. So I'm going to try to capture this before it goes out. If I can do that, I can break the line. Let's go back over.
Ultimate Throne Wars fails.
Okay, so you can see that the icon is no longer vulnerable. You can see that my crown throne is gone. You can see these thrones are not connected anymore. All of them. The whole thing is broken. And you got to really thank Kang because he's like, well, people got to know where things are connected. We got to draw a line between things. I'm like, well, show me what that looks like. So he does. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Okay, so you see that she's taking that throne right there. Let's just push freedom. Fly over there. Just a little easier. So we're not restricting you anywhere. You can place these any direction you want. That's what we wanted to have, is a lot of freedom. Okay, so here's my crown throne. So I could push her off of that and recapture that throne. Or I could push T.
The Kim domination. Dominations.
So what's happened is now she is on an isolated throne, and all I've done, if we can find the lines here. There we go. Put the mountain there, you can see it. So you see it goes right by her to here, sorry, to there, and then all the way across. Dominations has been reestablished because I've already placed a throne at the end, which means that this is now vulnerable. All right, so let's just finish what... So the game has two victory conditions, so let's show you the first one. The first one is to destroy their icon there. You know what? Let's just see if the claw damages it. Does the claw damage it? Might be something that we need to do. I'm not sure. I don't think that it does. Anyways, let's finish this off. Now the thing about what just happened right here is that the game has not reloaded at all. It's just restarted, which is, to me, absolutely amazing. Every game I play, there is a reload. And we've just reset everything, which is a lot of extra work. And we just start the game over again. Pick the character you want to play, so you can play a different character if you want. And the same thing for the brood. It's going to do the males this time. So a little bit of an advanced trick here. You can just run over top of the massive supply tree. And if you're really talented...
Of thunder.
So that's the males now. So it's kind of cool because you know if it's a male or female. There's no waiting in our game.
Prince of thunder.
You know how so many games waiting for players. I don't know. That's one thing I liked about PlanetSide is you could just jump in. You're not waiting for anybody. You just start playing. So she's going to make a stronghold. Did I say she? Sorry, Zach. This is Zach. That's not a she. All right, so we showed the throne, we showed Ultimate Throne Wars, we showed Dominations, we showed that one victory condition. Now, the other victory condition we don't have programmed yet. We're getting close. And then the slowdown, because we're working on a new version of the game. I think it's really important to get people in here playing with us. So let's just show you. So he didn't go on the center throne. So if I go on the center throne, you can see I'm beginning to capture here now. And it's slow because there's two of us. This is what we call our tug of war. And if I right-click on my claw, he's way over there standing in the lava. So I'll go over there. Yep. Hot, hot, hot. Just pushing my space bar so I can fly a little bit. So we're just going to have him come back here. Let's just see what he's got for shields. All right, so he's got lots of shield because he was sitting on the throne. Switch back to the other player.
King of Dominations.
Windows keeps switching the... I get so confused. They keep switching the order of where's what. I can see the picture, I can see who's right, but I just automatically click on the wrong one because it's in a different position. All right, so there's Valem. So I'm going to switch. I've never worked with this. We haven't set this up yet. Let's just... That's damage, though. That's loud. So if I just switch over to Balaam here real quick. Yeah, let's change scepters. That always helps. There we go. And I roll my mouse wheel. We can see that my blue shield is going down. So that's a cleanup device, so that's going to take a long time. So let's just switch to the hog. There's the hog. Recoil device, though. So if I just fire a little bit at a time, it's not going to move me too far. Let's just switch back over. Roll my mouse wheel so you can see the blue shield is going down. All right. So in our games, much longer battles, and the kind of interesting thing about it is you're going to be able to have professional players, you know, really skilled players, and kind of noobs playing together. And what's going to happen is if you're a professional player, well, you're going to be able to take out all that shield, and the new player is going to be kind of doing what I'm doing. And if we look at my HUD here, look at my points. Because I'm getting points for every bit. Oh, there's a bug. K-Kang. You see, and that he wasn't really truly up there. And if I switch to that character, he wouldn't be up in the air. So I'm glad I caught that on video. I've seen that before. It's not new to me. Oh, so you can see now if we switch over. So you see I also switched to red too. So if I roll his mouse wheel, you can see blue's completely gone. Red was damaged a little bit. And the core shield is at 75%. So what happens when we remove that completely? Again, very early stage prototype. Be much more fun when the guy's running around. Just kind of switch back over. Have a look at his shields. He's got 15% shield left. Now, many games miss this next stage, and that's when you get 0 health in a game, you're dead. In our game, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. 8%. In our game, you're able to go to 0, and you're still in the gameplay. And it's very thrilling because you have no shield, And one more hit, and you're banished. So there, he's supposed to drop shields and energy. He did not. So, and I tested that before and that worked. Okay, let's just jump to Balaam. So he spawned at the top there, fell down into the pit. So I'm just going to talk about this for a while, and everybody's so new. I got to look at my cheat sheet. So Ryan, we've got a new environmental modeler, and so he's going to be fixing this room up so it doesn't look so empty. Hello, Henrique. And so that he's going to redo the mushrooms here. So he's actually going to be models. He's going to redo these crystals. Now, I've showed him our other crystals. I said, please don't make any crystals like that. No, interesting. He's going to do... Oh, thanks for following. Ron Hill Ultra. Awesome. Looks like Angrybot was sleeping there again, so I'm getting late messages. Anyways, so those are glowworms up there. Whoops, I'm in the water. Now, the other thing Kang did, too, is limited my jump. So I don't have that big super jump in the pit, and not until I pick out Freedom. And I roll my mouse wheel, nothing happens, so that's a bug. We got to fix that. Unless I pick something up. And then you see my HUD. Yeah, that's who it would be, yeah. Alright, so he's going to redo all that stuff. Make that all look great. I'm going to go here and let's go take a look at Spidey. Spidey woman. I'm saying it's a female. Not that I did a sex check on that spider. Alright, so she's over in the brood side, which is over here. So she's just a stiff model. So this Monday, Ryan will be here. We've got a lead animator now. We've got a senior advisor animator. Alright, so there's my unlock, but we're not worried about that. There's Spidey. So that guy is going to be animated, and he's going to be hunting you down. And if you can get into here... Oh, you see I picked up a red shield. But I still can't roll my mouse wheel and see my HUD. But at least I can see my shield. So you can see in the shrine. So now that spider's not so dangerous to me. But if I had no shield, that would not be good. I got to figure that out too. So just a note to myself. If I have red shield and that spider bites me, am I banished? The answer's no, but I'm trying to figure out why. I guess because he's just going to take a little chomp out of the shield. So very scary if you don't have... Okay, so here's another thing that's happening too. So I've got a claw. I switched to my stingray, but now I can't switch back to my claw. So that's a little bit of a funny bug. Okay, I'm going to be really bad here. Oh, yeah. So my shields should be limited. See, now I can't see if they're limited. So this is part of what I needed to do for my test. I'm going to push return here. It's nice that I didn't crash. So it looks like that's not working yet. But basically, when I leave the pit, my shields... Oh, now my mouse wheel's working. My shield should be limited until I come visit this tree hammer, and then I should level up my shield. So that is not working. So it's so funny. Yesterday, I banished myself. I'm like, oh, I've got to go check that out. And I couldn't remember what the heck I had to check out. But that's what it was, leveling out at the tree. So, all right, Zach. Let's push G. So G's going to end up being a gesture animation. And so you're going to actually see them, do dances or do whatever. We got to do some... Oh! So those, when he was banished, those are his shields there. So another issue, they shouldn't be inside each other. So they didn't show up until he came back. Boy, that is really funky. Okay, so let's just change to Zach here for a second. I just want to look and see. Oh, okay, I gotta be damaged. Okay, so I'm gonna damage red and blue. So red. Let's just see if this bug is here still. No, it's just on brood. So he's gonna blow up, go flying up in the air. I don't even see him. Zach! Oh, there he goes. Alright, so that should have lessened his red. Yep. Oh, and that's a black and white. Oh, so they've merged into one shield. Okay, so that's another thing that's going to happen. Those have to be separated. Just going to switch back over. Yeah, you see, they're animated differently. So these are some interesting things. I've never, ever seen these things before. So he needs to pick up a blue device. Actually, you know what? We don't need to worry about that. Because Zach's going to be able to pick up both those shields. Let's just see if Zach's red goes up. So there's the red. Where did I go? Oh, I got him. Yeah, and see the red one up. Okay. We're having some strange audio issues due to multiplayer. It's all kinds of little things happening. So, oh, look at the shadow. Oh, see, they're respawning again. Yeah, so we got a few bugs there. So we got respawn sounds, but we don't have pickup sounds. All right. Goodbye. That's just too fun. Doesn't do any damage, but you want to get people off the thrones. That's what it's all about. Henrique did such an awesome job on all these. I should be testing all of this every week. It just gets to be too much. So, and this is all supposed to be non-recoil, but we haven't done that yet, have we? Nope. So what that means is you can stand on that wall and shoot, and you're not going to be pulled around until you jump up in the air. Oh, okay. So let's just talk about the team a little bit. I'm going to go down into the pit here. I think it's kind of smoky right there. There we go. Goodbye, old mushrooms. So Ryan's going to work on that. Rigel is working on Shrines level 2, stage 2 stage 3. And Bobby S, we've got 2 Bobbies on the team now. Bobby S is, so this is just a placeholder dragon right now. So what I wanted to have here was a sleeping dragon, so Bobby has concepted that up, so we're going to do our own. Instead of this angry male dragon. We're going to have a female with an egg. We still have sun affecting the pit. You can see the light there. So we'll have to get that fixed. Interesting. If I switch to my claw, does that work? Yep. So that's a hidden doorway there. Audio's not working, but at least the door's working with the claw. There's a rare shield, so if I look, oh, I've got 100%. But you can always pick up shields, but you can't pick up energy for full. And that's just a little bit of a gameplay thing. Rare device. That device opens it. So I don't know, some open it, some don't. So we'll get our own dragon in there. And so she's going to be sleeping in a nest. There'll be a big nest in here. She's going to be guarding a dragon's egg. And then when you shoot her, of course when I shoot this guy, nothing's going to happen. When you shoot her, she's just going to get up and go round and round in the nest and lay back down. Just a little bit of a foreshadow what's going to be happening a little later in the game. Anyways, I think that's about it. When you're banished to the pit, I should have showed that. So you have very, very difficult to get out of the pit now without your super jump and your devices. And that's exactly what we want. So the pit really slows you down, takes you out of the gameplay. And yeah, so that's that. I'm just going to turn my camera off for a second real quick. You're going to see on Balaam's screen here is a find and a kin letter. And so he needs to go to these shrines. This one has none. In a certain order. We'll just go find one. Because kin, if I roll my mouse wheel, has a kingdom. You can see that in the bottom left. Sked stands for Stronghold, Kingdom, Empire, Dynasty. Nothing there. And this changes all the time. So the locking of the strongholds, the kingdoms, the empires, the dynasties is unique every time. Well, here we go. So you can see that the letters don't match. And there's no way for me to unlock this because it's not a match. So the underdog team, the team that... so if I look at my character, this is a brood character. Let's just change his scepter. There, he's got Balaam's scepter now. So we got to fix... Somebody was saying field of view would fix this where we could see the device. But we'll just blame Henrique because he did all this. He set up Zach. Okay, let's turn my camera back on. There we are. So, anyway, so let's just look at my list here. Here's the new team. So Trevor's doing the paintings. We already talked about Bobby S. He is doing the dragon. And Jeff is going to be doing level layout. So we are working with a brand new art lead team, and we're planning out everything. So it's all going to go to a whole other level here. It's going to be amazing what we have. And our fear is that we're going to end up having to redo everything, but who knows yet. Wade is working on the Golden Grizzly Bear. Tony is our new 3D modeler. He's going to be working on characters. He's going to be working on Zarin. He's going to be working on NPCs. Bobby Baines is our new executive producer. And so now we have 2 executive producers. One is highly skilled with games, with about 37 games released. Bobby's not a game guy, but he's signed an agreement with us, and 60 days and 90 days he's promised that he will have new investors in. And what's funny is he came down to visit me, so he came to my studio. I got to meet him and shake his hand, which is awesome. And he already met a couple investors on the way here before we ever signed anything, and he was ready to go. So just ran into people, and they're like, oh yeah, I got lots of money. So anyways, very interesting. So this next month, May is coming up. We're going to be a finance company somewhere along the line there. June for sure. So that's very exciting. Let's just look in the list here. So we got Simon. He's doing some 3D hard surface modeling. So basically that's going to be in the shrine. So what's going to happen here? Let's actually, first of all, let's talk about Rigel. So Rigel is going to be doing our shrine. So what's going to happen? Even as an AFK player, think about this. Like, how many games do you go AFK and so I want to answer the door, or I need to go to the bathroom, or I need to, check supper that I'm cooking in the background or whatever. And so I'm going to leave my character here. What's going to happen? Well, one thing, I'm going to be collecting throne energy. Don't make me a liar. So it looks like if I'm banished, you don't collect throne energy. So I found another bug. I'm the bug finder. Okay, let's go over to Zach here. Okay, the dragon points the way out. So that's a secret. I do give up secrets in my stream, so if you watch them, you're going to learn the secrets. Come on, Zach, you can do it. Spacebar gives me the jump. Okay, I didn't banish Zach. Anyway, so we found some more bugs. So you see I got 15 throne energies. Yeah, see, now it's working. Okay, so got a little bug there. Wow, I love that score, man. That's awesome. So you get huge points doing battles in our game. Now, when I looked at the original game design document, it said that it's supposed to be a factor instead of 100% of the damage. And so we might have to move back to that. So, well, that's a bush. I'm like, what's that little fuzzy thing there? It's a bush. Yeah, there it is. All right. Actually, I had a point there, didn't I? Oh, yeah. So that you can go AFK, sit in the shrine, collect throne energy so you can come back and place a whole bunch of thrones because they take 4 energies each. This is going to build, this is stage 1. And while I sit in here, it's going to build the stage 2, which we don't have done yet. That's what Ryan's working on. And then stage 2 will build the stage 3. So I think this all, for example, this is, so let's just look and see. So I'm Kin, so I'm on the Kin side. That's Zach on the Kin side. So he will change this to a Kin. So there will actually be a Kin shrine here, stage 1. And then it'll go stage 2, stage 3. So what's going to happen in stage 2 is I can't just run up and unlock it like this. I've got to go up inside to unlock it, so it's a little more difficult. And then stage 3, it actually locks. So that letter, let's just switch over to the other side here again, so you know what I'm talking about. So that letter at the top in a stage 3 shrine is going to be locked inside. I'm going to have to break in. I'm going to have to use my device and shoot it and break in. I'm going to get points for that too. And so there we go. So, and that's kind of a revolution today. This is the first time I've had a 4-digit number. I guess we should see if we can get it higher. We'll do that another day. I think when we make it higher, we're going to have to shrink it down a little bit. But anyways, so I think that's it for today. I just kind of wanted to give a sense. So we did the dominations. We did the banishing. We did check and see if shields are being leveled up at the trees. The trees now, that's a home tree at the back there, monster tree. And I guess I could go inside there. Let's go inside there. Henrique did such a good job on this. We'll go have a look inside. Now, another thing that we don't have happening, we had it happening for a while, but then it seemed to have broke. I just picked up those shields again. I'm going to have to end up, I can't rest my thumb on them on the space bar. It's like oversensitive. All right, let's forget about that. Okay, so I do have a super jump. I don't know if I can jump that high. I think I can. Of course I can, right? All right. So super jump will bring you up there without freedom. And then it's got a little opening. So you can see there's the tree roots. I'm going to go inside, pick up this red energy, jump up on top, and there's a nice little supply room here. Now we're going to take this a little bit farther. There's going to be player-made power-ups that you're going to be able to come in here, and you'll be able to support other players that are making those things. So they're going to go out into the game world. So they're going to go out into that game world out there and collect things, and then they're going to refine those things and turn them into actual power-ups. And those power-ups are going to be a little bit different, a little bit better than the ones you can pick up. Of course, you can just gesture, which is pushing G. And pushing G is going to make power-ups fall from the sky, and then you got to go hunt them out in the landscape. So instead of having them at the same place all the time, like for example, this freedom is always going to spawn here. When I pick this up, it's going to respawn there. Same with this shield. I pick the shield up, it's going to respawn there. These are not supposed to be respawning here. Anyways, so now I got to watch this and make some notes for the programmer, some more fixes, and we should have that done for next week. And then I don't know, the guys still haven't given me a timeline on what it's going to take to get our multiplayer up and running, but we are working on converting blueprints to C++, moving our C++ code over. We've already done our network test, so everything works. We can see each other in the game. We've got a texture streaming issue, so that's got to be cleaned up with a master texture. So we got 3 guys that are assigned to work on that. And So, it's like that game where you've got all the little pieces and you got one slot and you got to move things around. Rubik's Cube would be more complicated, but unless you take the stickers off, and there's people that do that. Anyways, so yeah, we got to move. My whole point is you got to change one thing to get the other thing in place, and it gets a little complicated. But anyways, these trees look great. So happy with that. And yeah, when you get out of the pit, you're gonna have a mission, a quest to come visit your home tree. You'll re-level your shields, come hang out in your shrine to fill things back up again, or on your throne or whatever, and away you go. So everything's just placeholders right now, but we've got a great growing team, very excited. And anyways, we're just gonna leave it there for today, and next week we'll have an update. It's so funny because we got all these new people, and really, I mean, that spider that Tyler did, I mean, Tyler's been with us for, I don't know, a couple months now, maybe 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, somewhere in there, maybe 2.5. So the deal with him was make a whole bunch of models, then we'll texture everything. So now he's working on texturing everything. So we've got the Kimmoto, and the spider done so far, and he's going to work on the fruit bat next. So that's the fox head fruit bat. I love those guys. So he's going to texture that next. And those guys show up in the pits. And then there's somewhere over here too that there's one of these trees that we've got bats living in. So anyways, the animators will get those working. We'll probably just put some stiff models in. For now, I think that's what we did with all the birds. I haven't looked at that for a long time, but yeah, they're in here. And then we'll animate them. So anyways, let's jump back over here. So make sure you go to iPlayMore.com, sign up for a video game test of Thunder. And I'm going to be out for this week, so like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, ring the bell. I have no idea if I'm broadcasting on Facebook. It does say 3 out of 5. Let's just see what's happening here. Oh! Enable reply. So it looks like if you're on Facebook, you might be able to see me, but I can't see if you're saying anything. Anyways, it's all new. We'll figure it out. So I like multi-streaming. It's nice to be on all these different platforms. And then we've got a couple other people that are coming along. Still got some agreements to sign with them. So a new environmental artist. And Henrique says, yeah, you're live there. Oh, okay, good. I think just on my own profile, I think it says I can pick where I want it, but I thought my own profile got more people there than on the other ones, and then I can just share it on the other ones. Anyways, we'll figure that out. So that's the first week we're trying that. So good. We're live on Facebook. All right, hello Facebook. And now what the heck was I saying? Oh yeah, so we got a couple other guys to join, and so the other one is a influencer marketing manager. So we've got all these plans. Once we get some more art done, we'll update websites, update social media sites. He'll take over that. And then once we've got this app done, once we've got these 4 characters in the game and the app, we've got a quote on the app now, so I understand what the costing is going to be for the app. Then we'll start doing our influencer marketing stuff. And basically what that means is we're going to be looking for influencers to play our game and stream it, and then give them Game Gear prizes to give out to their viewers. So I'll be able to do that too. Yay! And then the really cool thing, this is probably the coolest thing, is I'm just going to double click it and open it up. And that's this Latch Tools here. Add viewers. Oh, cool. So I'm going to remove Mobot. I'm going to remove AngryBot. And I'm going to start this animation. But so the reason I'm doing this is we're going to be able to put our own graphics into this. This is kind of exciting now that we've got this team. So I just wanted to show this. Okay, so that's just viewers in Twitch, but we're going to be able to take over all that animation and this animation. All right. So isn't that cool? So I've been thinking about that for a while. That Enrique's laughing. I've been thinking about that for a while because now, come on, what do you want? Anyways, oh yeah, and then you got to remove that guy, and then you got to do it again. But anyway, so what my point is that we'll be able to put all of our own graphics into there. I want somebody to come forward and head that up. We don't need to do that until we're getting into the prizes, but that's what I want to do is take this Latch Tools. It's totally customizable, and then go and customize it for our own graphics. So you'll see our own stuff in there, but it's pretty funny. And it's great. So anyways, just wanted to show that. That's kind of something that's going to be coming up, and I'm glad that it's still working. I saw that Adobe wanted to update in the middle of it, so that's I guess we got to update that first. Anyways, that was just a spontaneous thing I wanted to do. So our music is I paused our music because that's playing music. Yeah. Anyway, so we can put our own music into there. I might do some special music for that or whatever. But yeah, that's really exciting. So anyways, it's VindaCator. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, and ring the bell, and hello on Facebook. It's great to be on there now, finally. They finally got the API for that working, and away we go. So anyways, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. It's VindaCator, and I am... should be music here. Out.